Well. Let me just scoot that out of the way. Don't pay attention to that. We're back again, everybody, with another tutorial style video. We're going to be talking about Lightning Dash, but you already knew that if you saw the title. Lightning Dash is cool. It dashes you around, you can't get hurt, and you hit people. Isn't that awesome? Yep, that's it. That's the video. Bye. Okay. So Lightning Dash has very few important things that make it very special. That is why it is a rare spell. It has a very high base crit rate. It has an effect radius, which makes it viable with Blast Surge. It has decent damage. It costs quite a bit. It's continuous casting. The biggest thing is that you're invincible when you cast it, so you can't get hurt. Isn't that great? So there's quite a few things you can do with this. One of the most typical is to throw it on Fuse. Boom. Now all of a sudden you've got yourself a tracking, perhaps? Perpetual little ball that has infinite piercing, does 50 DPS right there. Isn't that nice? We just fire it off forever and we keep going and going and going and going and get more damage. This is like your basic speedrunning build. You start with Fuse and then you end up with, where is it? You end up with Duet and Shining Star Arrow because of how this works. This is a pretty typical speedrunning build you'll see right here. One nice thing about Lightning Dash is that it's a good carrier. You can throw stuff on it, and then all of a sudden you've got all this going on. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that great? You throw some more duration on there. Where's my duration? You throw some duration on there. All of a sudden you've got like a much longer lasting constant DPS build going right here. That could be good. Or, who cares about the duration? You throw on something like D-Walker. You got all this mana right here in this standardization wand, and you just, boom. All of a sudden, you've got a slightly controllable until you lose Lightning Dash. Obviously, that's why you build up duration on Lightning Dash. There's better ways to do this, but this is a viable one. Because it's very fast, and it pierces forever. You can't run out of penetration on this, so it's good. I mean, you could do something silly like this. It's not exactly the best. You know, there's better ways to do it. Let's talk about one of Lightning Dash's better things. It has a very high starting crit rate. So you could just get one precise shot, grab yourself like an energy amplifier, and then all of a sudden you take that Fuse, you throw a multi-shot on it, so you're doing more Lightning Dash. Throw some precise shot on there, so you're doing more crit. We got 100% crit rate with one precise shot plus. And you're looking at a bunch of tentacles, or honestly, whatever you want to do here. You can throw black holes in there. It's all just depending on your imagination. So yeah, Lightning Dash and post-slot stuff work very well together. That's good, right? That's really good. Next up, we have your typical speedrunning build. So this is a late game speedrunning build, so you'll get this like area 4 or so, and then you'll start putting it together. You always want to look for your magic upgrade. Core Flame's probably not going to be there, but I put it on there because it looks fun. You'll probably have like some Demon Mask going and some Sword going at this point, maybe even a Prospector's Pick. Probably some Merlin's Robe or something. What else is good here? You'll probably have some Spider Legs. There we go. So now you're speedrunning, right? That's the build. That's all you got to do. Why is this such a good build, Brandon? Why have we reached 1 million damage? Well, you see, young Padawan, sorry. This build right here utilizes Duet to its utmost ability. Lightning Dash does not lose any damage from Duet like other constant cast stuff like, where is it? Like your Fierce Dragon Breath and your Stream of Water and all that. You don't lose any DPS from it. You same with like Rave Disintegration. So you get infinite piercing with Lightning Dash, and it lasts quite a while, and you can move it around quite fast. So it ends up being one of the best vehicles for Duet damage. Obviously, you don't have to use Shining Star Arrow. You could use something like D-Walker if you wanted to. The problem is that the Dimension Walker lasts for a long time. So you're going to be sitting there for a while and end up like with that. Obviously, if you have a coin and a lot of money, you're gonna be doing really pretty. The split typically isn't that great. For Lightning Dash, it actually ends up being pretty good anyways. But yeah. So this is like your typical speedrunning build that you get to late game. Works out pretty well. It's a very good put together build. And now one of my favorites, we have another one that has to do with post slot. We have the moving, because if you haven't noticed, Lightning Dash is one of the best things for movement there is. So you throw on some acceleration, some duration, maybe even an orbit for all that slight speed and duration. All of a sudden, you're going, you're not getting hurt at all. And if you have something late game like Omen of Doom, then you can throw on stuff like Avada Kedavra. You throw on some of that and you start splitting them all. You throw on some laser. And there you go. Now that's obviously a very fun build. We'll do it one more time. Now you can see we're not getting that much damage. There are better ways to do this. Obviously we're getting a decent amount of damage, but I think we can take this a little further. Let me show you one of my earliest... Oh my goodness, please stop. Let me show you one of my earliest, greatest builds. We're going to grab Blast Surge. We're going to grab a Mimicry Cube, and we're actually going to get rid of this first Twine because it's not as necessary as it could be. We're going to throw all this down here. We're going to take our Blast Surge. We're going to take our Mimicry Cube, and then we're going to take one of our favorite spells, Arcane Explosion here. Very low cost. This will be very, very expensive, but it's going to work very well. Let's just walk with it, and as you can see, we're doing a decent amount of damage already. And then we're going to fly with it. Come fly with me. Let's fly away. There we go. So Arcane Explosion has a very big effect radius. Obviously, we're utilizing Blast Surge's like increase in damage and falls increase in area to get some very, very good effects. Lightning Dash, post movement, you're generating so much mana. You don't need no energetic orb with this. And there we go. You do something like this. Obviously, Blast Surge is, in my opinion, one of the greatest ways to get a large amount of damage. But of course, that is why it's a unique spell. Another one you could use is just get Coin Duet into Lightning Dash, much like this build up here. Now, obviously, I don't have a lot of money right now, so it's not going to exactly do the most damage. But, you know, it's a start. You just coin up, throw it down right here. We're already doing, what, 370 damage? Boom. And there you go. We're getting a decent amount of damage out of this, and we only have, what, 84 coins? Isn't that great? Wow, this is a short one. I mean, Lightning Dash really has very focused, good builds, right? You can fuse it up, maybe even do a little bit of Twine on it if you want to. Or you throw it out the same way and you're building up a bunch of crit damage and you're spawning a bunch of stuff. You can improve upon that build by switching to Duet and something like Star or Coin. And then Lightning Dash carries over all that damage. Or you can use it for its movement. And honestly, let's try something else out. What if we go like this and this? We'll keep our Duet. We'll move this back. Honestly, we'll get rid of the fall, because fall is not going to be that helpful. We've got the automatic navigate. You throw your multi-shot on there. We keep our rebounding. No, we don't need a rebounding. Boom, that's gone. Throw the split on there. All of a sudden, you're still looking at a decent amount of damage, and you get a build that I just did, the Chidori build. And there you go. You're doing a lot of damage still. This is neat, isn't it? I like it. Honestly, we could throw some more speed on here and it would be even stronger. And this is definitely a very viable late game build. Like, this is doable for sure. Let's throw some speed on there and maybe even some Core of Thunder since we're firing off so many of them. Oh, wow. I got some, like, weird noise off of that. Did you guys see? We got the Chidori. Yeah, we got the squeeze. There we go. Now they're moving a lot faster. They're doing a lot more damage. I'd say we're getting close to about 1 million off of this, so, you know, it's definitely one that's going to beat the final boss. You just have to, you know, think about how you're building things. That's all this really is just thinking about how you're going to build your spells and everything, right? Guys, I will leave it up to the commenters to give us even more cool ideas for Lightning Dash. Let me know what you thought. Obviously, stuff like Magicraft is really good, because Omen of Doom is the last movement speed thing you can get. Honestly, what you could do as well is, if you're getting lucky with things that are dropping and you've built up some more Mimic Cubes, you could do something like this. Oops. 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 Like this. How do you get it to work all the way? This thing's a bit finicky. Come on now. Please? Oh, that's silly. Hold on, we can fix this very easily. We just grab another regular boundary stone, we throw this right here, and there you go. And then all of a sudden you've got probably a PC breaking amount. It's getting there. We have a very long duration on this. You really don't need a lot of space to build this up. So you have all this extra space to work on, like mimicry cubes and stuff like that. You could do like, oh look, what do you know? We got lucky and we got, where is it? Where's infusion? Where is it? There it is. Infusion hand seal. We got 2 of those. We got another Blade of Fury going. Oh, we picked up magnifying glass too. And then all of a sudden you're sitting there with like even more, right? All of the decisions you make throughout your run are all things that can make your build better or worse. And I think that's really cool. That's one of my favorite things about this game. There's a lot of minute decision making that can change the way things look. Like, you could easily throw something like this together and all of a sudden you've got a ridiculous looking build, right? That looks really cool. Not a lot of damage, looks really cool. Or you do something like this and you grab, where is it? You grab like, cereal. So you get rid of some of these, right? Boom, boom. And then you say, oh, instead of what we're currently doing, we're going to go cereal here. Actually, this would go over here, wouldn't it? So we would want to, okay, this is the last one because I'm enjoying what I'm doing here. We don't need the duet. We don't need this. We probably don't need the automatic navigate anymore because we're going to go for, say you get a hold of another orbit and you get a hold of, where is it? Lightning Dash plus right here. And then you throw your little cereal in. Where is it? Where's your cereal? I just had it. I just got the dang thing. There it is. Right there. And then all of a sudden, oh, we're running out of mana because cereal casts. Oh, that's so weird. It's breaking in such a way. Huh. You could duet into some powerful little tentacles here too. Duet works really good on summons as well. I think I see what's happening. Since we have a lightning dash here and it doesn't have a tracking on it, we're moving and then we're moving, right? So like we cast, now we're moving inside the moving and we're casting a bunch of Hands of Cthulhu. Isn't that interesting? This game is so fun, guys. So cereal doesn't work in here because you have to cast cereal through this mana and not through the post slot mana, which is, you know, an imaginary sort of figure that is kind of archaic and doesn't really matter back and forth. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. Like I said, commenters, give me some fun Lightning Dash builds you've done. Tell me about what you've seen. Did I say anything bad or wrong? What do you think? I appreciate you all very much. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll talk to you all next time. Oh gosh. See ya.